Hi guys, welcome back to Econ Time with SK. So grab your notebooks, your favorite cup of coffee, and let's get started. In the last video, we had gone into details and examined the difference between quantity demanded versus demand, right? And a quick recap, whenever we're talking about quantity demanded, it means that there has been a change in price. Whenever there's a change in demand, it means that other factors have changed, all right? But what about the price? The price has actually remained constant. And here, when we're saying that prices change, which leads to quantity demanded changing, well, this is where we say that other factors, that's what remained constant, okay? So whenever we're talking about a change in demand, essentially we're talking about a shift of the demand curve. All right. So essentially we're asking ourselves here, what are the factors that shift the demand curve, right? So these are sometimes we call them the non-price factors. What are these factors which is not price that's going to actually make the demand curve shift? Well, the shift factors are listed here. There's income, price of related goods, preferences. Remember, we discussed this a little bit before. I was like, hey, what if people turn vegan or people are scared of having red meat? These are all just change in taste and fashion or change in preferences. Could be something like number of buyers goes up or down, and then what people expect will happen to prices in the future. So let's go into each one of them in detail. And in this video, we're actually going to spend a lot of time just focusing on income. So sometimes when these shift factors take a lot of time, we're going to just split them into separate videos. So let's now first focus on income as a shift factor. Now, when we are talking about income being a shift factor, whenever we talk about change in income, the first question we should be asking ourselves is, what type of good are we dealing with? All right. And what do we mean by type of good here? We basically mean that whenever we talk about income, we have to ask ourselves, is this a normal good that we're dealing with? Is this an inferior good? Or is this a neutral good? All right. I'm going to quickly define normal, inferior, and neutral good for you. All right. Normal good is that good where when income goes up, and income is often denoted by Y, when income goes up, you actually end up buying more of the good. All right. So this is, let's say shoes or bags or video games. All right. Your income goes up, you've got more money in your wallet, you end up spending more money on this sort of goods. All right. Inferior goods are goods where when your income goes up, you actually end up buying less. Now, have you seen this happen? Well, think of something like, let's say, mota chalar bhat. All right. So, this, if you've ever had it, it doesn't taste that good. It's quite flavorless. And, what are people usually very impressed by, or what type of rice do people usually like? Usually it's like basmati, right? But mota chalar bhat, nobody gets very excited about it. So basically, the idea is that as people get richer, they would actually buy less of this. They would move away from this. Most likely, they would switch to some better quality rice. All right. Finally, we come to neutral good. This is a type of good where when income goes up, there's actually no change to purchasing behavior. All right. Can you think of some good like this? I'll give you an example. Medicine. Okay. It's never going to be the case that your income goes up and then you stock up on paracetamol or Napa, right? It's never going to be the case that, oh, you know what? আমার এখন বেতন বেড়েছে, এখন আমি বেশি বেশি করে নাপা কিনবো, right? অথবা think of something like salt, all right? It is never going to be the same case that তোমার income বাড়ছে and then people buy 10 more bags of salt, right? No, you need a specific amount of salt for your daily cooking. And then it's not like it's something that you really stock up on, right? So this never happens, this never happens. Essentially, even though your income is going up, you actually continue to buy same amount of medicine as prescribed by your doctor. Or when it comes to salt, you continue buying same amount of salt as before. Okay, so that gives you a summary of the three types of goods that we think of whenever we think of a change in income.
In the next video, we're going to look at two things. Firstly, we're going to see how a change in income can actually affect demand and subsequently the demand curve. Further, we're also going to see how the impact on demand actually varies based on whether we're looking at a normal good, an inferior good, or a neutral good.
All right, guys, I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.